Tatum, oh, that was pretty slick. Tatum spins. Oh, wow. That's abusing somebody out there.
And it doesn't matter who's guarding him right now.
All right, welcome to Celtics Postgame Live. Tom Giles, Eddie House. We're going to have Scal joining us in a little bit as well, but the Celtics get the Game 1 win over the Atlanta Hawks, 112-99. So they take a 1-0 series lead.
Yes.
The second half was a little different than what we saw in the first half, but still they take care of business and they get the victory, Eddie.
Yeah, they did. To me, while looking at the game, every single position we have, there's a matchup issue for Atlanta. You know, we could crack them off the dribble. We could knock down shots. We could make plays for ourselves and make plays for others. I just think in that second half, it was so good, again, which has happened all season long. They kind of just take their foot off the gas just a little bit. And before you know it, you look up and you give a team a little bit of confidence. But they was able to regain that and put Atlanta away. But all in all, a W.
Yeah, all in all, a W. We did see Atlanta cut it to 12 a couple of times. And then the first time that they cut it to 12, you saw Jaylen Brown respond. He had 29 points tonight. And to go with 12 rebounds, he was all over the floor. And I loved how aggressive that he played.
Yeah, him and both Jays, right?
Yeah.
Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. You got 25 from Tatum, 11 rebounds, and then 29 and 12. To me, when they rebounded the basketball, 8 or more, 9 rebounds, they get 9 rebounds, 10 rebounds. That lets me know that they're engaged on the other end of the court. They're engaged into the game, not only offensively but defensively. But they went out there and set the tone, and Derek White picked up some of that slack.
All right, you mentioned Jayson Tatum. He had 21 points in that first half when the Celtics built that 30-point lead. He's standing by with Abby Chin down on the floor.
Here with Big Deuce, Jayson, you guys hung 74 points in that first half. How were you able to get off to that hot start?
I think just our focus, the way we were locked in from the beginning on both ends. From the first play when JB got that steal, you could tell we were just ready to go.
You finished with a double-double. It seemed like you could get any shot you wanted. Did it feel like that?
You know, I was just trying to be aggressive, trying to find the right shot. We all were. And, you know, 112, we missed a lot of easy ones. So, you know, we obviously can play better.
Yeah, twice in the second half, the Hawks cut it to 12. Both times, Al Horford stepped up and made some big plays. How big is he at this time of year?
It's the playoffs. We're going to need everybody to make big plays, have big games, you know, in order to get wins. And, you know, this is the first one. You know, obviously it feels good, but, you know, we got work to do.
Finally, what do you take from this Game 1 in this series?
You know, you take any win you can get. But, you know, so we definitely can play a lot better, 16 turnovers. We missed free throws. So, you know, watch the film, be ready for Tuesday.
Jayson, thank you. Not satisfied, but the Celtics get the win.
All right, thanks so much, Abby. Taking a look at the first half stats from today. This is brought to you by the Massachusetts Health Connector. Stay in the game and get covered at massachusettshealthconnector.org. And you look at the Celtics, 74-44 at the half, where that's when it felt like they could get whatever they wanted, 9 of 16 from 3. Meanwhile, the Hawks were 1 of 16 from 3 in that first half. And that 30-point lead, again, that ties the largest halftime lead in playoff in the Celtics playoff game since 1954-55. Scal, your thoughts on what you saw in the first half, and then
I'm not talking about the second half.
Well, that's why I asked about the first half.
Okay, good. I mean, we could get anything we wanted. Like anytime you want to drive, you get to the point-blank rim. They were making a conscious effort to take away the three-point shot. So as we drove, they're saying, we've lost so many times against this team, and most of the time we've lost by the three-point shooting. So these guys are like, all right, well, let's see what you can get at the rim. And Al Horford made big shots. You know, Derek White would make big shots. So I just think Atlanta right now has to go back to the drawing board. They have to figure out what they're going to do. But right now, I just look at that first half, just replicate that over and over again. They didn't in the second half, but I don't know what you say about a 30-point lead where they just wanted to kind of take and walk the ball up the floor.
Well, then can I ask this?
No. Go ahead.
Eddie, well, then I'll ask Eddie. Can the Hawks take anything from the second half and say, well, maybe if we make these adjustments, we won't be down by 30 at the half next game?
I mean, in their mind, right? In their mind, they're feeling like, yes, possible. When you go back and look at the film and see the way that the Celtics play, I don't think that you could take anything away because offensively, the Celtics have a mismatch at damn near every single position.
Every position.
You know, there's like we could pick whoever we want to go to work against whoever we want to. They can't stay in front of us. Then they're, like you said, they're trying to guard the three-point line, so then it becomes a one-on-one matchup. I just don't see that. If you watch the film, there's anything you could take from it. I think the Celtics can take from it, say, we got to play better, take care of the ball a little bit better. We can't be careless with the basketball. It can't be a la-di-da pass. We got to be crisp, because it's not about just beating the Atlanta Hawks. It's about preparing yourself for the Philadelphia 76ers, preparing yourself for the Milwaukee Bucks, and preparing yourself to get to the NBA Finals and win a championship. So those are the things. And then also defensively, I thought we kind of took our foot off the gas defensively, because in that first half, they couldn't get anything. We were securing the possession with the rebound. In the second half, I felt like there was kind of, I don't want to say lackluster, but it wasn't as.
No, it was lackluster.
Okay, so
I mean, it was lackluster.
They didn't have the attention to detail that they had coming out in that first half, and they need to like you said, they need to replicate that.
And the only thing I'd be concerned about is if, like, you could get through this. Clearly, we're a better basketball team. You can get through this series pretty quickly. So if you do what you did, and like not all the way in the second half, but you let go of the rope a little bit, when you go to Atlanta, they're going to feed off the energy, getting out in transition. So you just got to be careful with the turnovers and the offensive rebounds. And for the most part, I thought we were really good today.
Yeah, in the second half is when you saw Atlanta really start to attack the offensive boards, and that's when you saw the Celtics also turn the ball over. And as a result, I mean, you've talked about this many times, Eddie. They coexist, right? The defensive effort, that feeds the offensive effort as well, and that's when they're playing at their best, when they're great on both ends.
What did Jayson Tatum say in the interview with Abby? We were locked in from the very beginning when Jalen got that steal. And to me, I feel like that's where this team thrives. That's where this team is at their best. When they're locked in defensively, the offense flows.
No question.
Because when you get turnovers or it's a one and done, you got defensive imbalance. You're able to push the pace. When you're constantly taking the ball out the net, it's hard to play with pace like that.
All right, so the Celtics get the Game 1 win, 112-99 over the Atlanta Hawks. And, of course, Game 2 coming your way on Tuesday. But it was that 30-point lead that they built in the first half. It was 74-44. Celtics scored just 38 points in the second half, but didn't matter. They get the win by 13 over Atlanta.